This is Laura Rad with another quick sex tip right here at GreatSexGames.com as part of the Sex is Fun podcast. Sponsored by SmittenKittenOnline.com. Dirty minds are underappreciated. The phrase dirty mind is often used to signify thoughts or comments that are considered juvenile, inappropriate, or just plain disgusting. But your dirty mind is also your erotic imagination. It's the ability to think up hot fantasies to see what turns you on, or make up erotic scenarios to play out with your partner. Your dirty mind can be your best friend. So today's quick sex tip is all about how to develop your capacity for erotic imagination. The first thing you can do is make a list of things that turn you on. What do you think about before you drift off to sleep at night? What words fly out of your mouth when you are too wrapped up in sensation to know what you are saying? Remember, there's no shame in fantasies. And just because you fantasize about something doesn't necessarily mean you want to do it in real life. So let's just agree to judge ourselves by our actions and let our thoughts go where they may. Knowing what turns you on can be very useful. You might learn something about yourself that you hadn't expected. You can also use this knowledge to create new fantasies or ramp up the intensity of old ones. Or you might realize your fantasies contain inspiration for real-life sexy scenarios. For example, if your list includes wearing sexy clothes, you might consider dressing up for your partner, or yourself if you're going it solo. Take one thing that turns you on and combine it with something else that turns you on. Does your arousal double? Sometimes it can be hard for people to find their turn-ons. Lots of people can't remember ever having a sexual fantasy of their own. This just means you have to beef up your dirty mind from the outside in. Erotica is perfect for developing your erotic imagination. Get an anthology of erotic stories by different authors. You're sure to find at least one or two of the stories hot. Now you have some idea of what turns you on. Try experimenting with the scenario in your favorite story. Is there a way you can change it in your mind to make it even hotter for you? Or can you write the hot sequel to it? Erotica or porn can also help you find the vocabulary you find sexy. What's your favorite word for vulva? How about penis? How about sexual intercourse? Don't know? Read some erotica or watch some porn to find out. If you follow these guidelines, you should be kicking your erotic imagination into high gear. You might find yourself more interested in sex or more turned on by your partner than ever before. You might even find that it is fun to eroticize boring, everyday situations. Being stuck in traffic on your way home from work becomes more interesting when you imagine what the drivers around you might do if you were to start taking off your clothing piece by piece. Doing laundry becomes less of a bore when you imagine the cutie across the laundromat daring you to sit on the washer. Going to the dentist can actually be hot if... Alright, so I've never been able to make going to the dentist seem hot. Hopefully you'll have better luck than me. But even when your erotic imagination fails you, it can be fun to try. After all, a dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste. This has been Laura Rad with today's quick sex tip, part of the Sex is Fun podcast, hosted at GreatSexGames.com. Sponsored by SmittenKittenOnline.com.